Am I audible now? Am I audible? This is what I was dreading. Yeah, so I finally had to update to Windows 11, you see? Um, because, you know, if nothing else, I do work that requires, like, I do stuff like mock review work, and one of the company I do mock review work for has, like, it is contractually obligated that all of us be on Windows 11 because that is the new privacy security standard, which means I had everything's a little wonky. Every time I try and do something, everything's a little wonky. Can you hear the game audio? Or not? I've had to update, and now everything doesn't quite work how I want. Okay. Give me a second to get that working again. What if I... Game audio now? Hopefully there's some audio now. Yeah. Okay, you can hear the game audio. This is exactly why I've been putting off updating to Windows 11. Part of it was I knew I had to, like, go into my BIOS and, like, find a weird obscure setting to turn on, and that felt stressful. But the other part was I'm not ready for several weeks of... I try and do a thing, and I just assume it's gonna work how it always does, and something got broken in the system, in the OS update, and now it doesn't work how I think it works, and I gotta... Like, I dread, like, recording a podcast or something and just going, oops, it has no audio because the OS update did something. Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that Yahtzee does mock review stuff. Anyone who has done prominently positioned reviews, yeah, and ends up floating around that work. The BTS, are these some of those new Pokemon? No. But I have been playing that new Pokemon today. I managed to get my hands on a cartridge. I got a cartridge over there. I'm not showing it on stream because I do not want to get nuked by Nintendo, but honestly, I think Nintendo's got bigger problems on their hands considering that the next 7 years of Pokemon projects got leaked by a leaker today. So Nintendo's probably got bigger problems. But I am like 6 hours into Legend ZA, and that's fun. I should probably start playing this. I got sent a review code for Yooka Replaylee, and famously, I didn't get on great with Yooka-Laylee. I wanted to enjoy it, and I didn't enjoy it as much as I hoped I would. And part of me is just hoping we're coming back to this with a nicely updated remake in any way improve any of the problems I had with it, or is it going to be the same problems I had but with a new coat of paint, you know? But yeah, my day today has been real interesting. It has been 50% playing Pokemon, trying to get review thoughts quickly put together. I'll tell you about the other 50% in a minute. One day, the kind and fun-loving adventurer, Yooka, that's me, Laylee, the real hero, set out on a treasure hunt together. We had a great life aboard our homemade ship, the Batship Crazy. I'm gonna be honest about some of these thoughts as I go through. Even back in the day, I was a little critical of the fact that it was very much the opening cutscene is JPEG, and I'm like, just like make a cutscene. And it feels weird that years later, with a fresh, like a revisit, it's still, and I know they're going for a storybook aesthetic, but yeah, it doesn't entirely work for me. Things were going fine. I could sense treasure was on the horizon. It's a shame you couldn't have sensed the storm brewing instead. Wah, wah. My next sense was wanting me to take over the steering of the ship. And so it was up to the ace captain, Laylee, to save the day. With incredible skill and style, I safely landed the ship. Well, mostly. After landing, you just about got us to safety, and so the quest for fame and fortune continued in a most unexpected way. Like, I don't think this intro is necessary. I don't need to know you were on a ship and you crashed it. Like, I'm kind of just like... Start in media res, start in gameplay, you know?
Hey, 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 yeah.
So, I played this originally on the original Switch, and like, I'll admit, it's nicer to be playing this at 60 FPS. Like, it's one of those things that I've been very curious about with Yooka Replaylee, because I feel like graphical quality was never top of the list of things for me that this game felt like it needed. Oh, hidden coins. Yeah, there we go. But yes, for anyone who's unaware, someone like a year ago claimed that they had like, oh, I've hacked Nintendo and I have access to playable builds of Gen 10, of Legends ZA, of a bunch of stuff even further out than that. Trust me, bro, I'm not gonna put it out there, like, you know, right now, because I don't want to, like, get sued into oblivion, but, like, maybe a little closer to those games coming out. And then that person came back around today and was like, oh yeah, here's, like, 8 different in-development builds from across the years of Legends ZA, but also screenshots and internal meeting plans and roadmaps of, like, the next 7 years of Pokemon releases. It's bloody wild. People are weird about in media res these days, says Cass. I saw so many people completely thrown by it with Superman last summer? This summer. This summer was Superman. Yeah, I don't understand people who don't like in media res. I'm like, you know, there are ways to do it but well and poorly, but like, yeah. James L. Cameron says, it's very weird to me to see a game get essentially a reimagining. This is the first game, but the opening is way different. Yeah, this is... Like, I feel like I had some of these same complaints about a different opening. They've changed the opening, like, in ways that don't feel like they fundamentally fixed the problems I had, but it's interesting. We're in fall, so last summer. This past summer, I would say? To me, last summer is summer of last year. That's what last summer means to me. Maybe there are certain things where there's wording that's ambiguous, and I get it. It's the, if we're moving a meeting up to... Can we move that meeting up 2 hours? Does that mean move it 2 hours forward or 2 hours backwards? People will wildly disagree on what they think that means. Yeah, this whole section is unfamiliar to me. And you know what? The sort of fixed camera perspective here feels way more reminiscent of Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair, which I do really like. For any issues I have with the original Yooka-Laylee, the Impossible Lair, pretty damn good game, and I'm kind of open to them revisiting Yooka-Laylee in a way that, like, leans on those strengths of the fixed perspective follow-up. Thank goodness someone heard me. Being trapped in this cagey is not a lifestyle choice. Yeah, you're not one of those types with a crate in the corner of the bedroom. Yeah, we'll help. A mad scientist Duck captured me for his boss, the money mad Capital B. James Gunn's Superman. I was really confused that it just started in the middle. Yeah, have people never seen a film, like, start in the action and sort of fill you back in on, like, how we got there later? Okay, Don't worry yourself, you strangely imprisoned book. We'll help.
Hey, yeah.
Okay. Not that way.
Yeah.
I mean, this currently feels more authored than a lot of the stuff in the original Yooka-Laylee did. I'm hoping this isn't just a different intro and that there is more content like this in there. In as much as... I don't know, this feels like it's from a different design perspective than the original Yooka-Laylee levels were. This is really pushing my buttons, Yooka. Haha. Because we're pushing buttons, you see. That's the one. Was that not the correct button? I just assumed this one was the right one because of how it was hidden and whatnot, but, oh, there's more platform up there, I see. Foolish me. Oh, it's to test I've understood correctly how to move the camera, because this was the move to... Oh, you know what, I actually kind of like that. It's the move camera tutorial and you have to move the camera to see the platform. A KG exploding seems to have upset the cave. Perhaps we could all go somewhere safe. Let's go back to our ship, which I'm guessing is going to put us a little back more toward the original game. So at some point on today's stream, if we get a good moment, and we'll probably do it sometime soon, I need to talk through out loud where I am at with covering Microsoft games. But I don't know where I'm at with that, with events that have happened today, and how quickly I adjust to them. You know what, let's do this now. Let's do this now, just because, let's get this done. For anyone who hasn't seen, there has been progress with the Israel-Palestine situation today. I am hesitant to say that the situation is sorted, because, well, namely, every time that supposedly ceasefire deal up till now has been signed, Israel has immediately followed it by bombing Gaza. But as of today, what appears to have happened is Hamas has released the 20 still alive Israeli hostages, and Israel has released, I believe it was around 600 Palestinian prisoners. And that, in theory, this is the start of the process of ending that conflict and rebuilding Gaza. Now, there are problems with this. Namely, right now, Israel has only withdrawn from a specific section of Gaza, and the section that, like, they have withdrawn from, like, the people of Palestine right now can be in a bit of Gaza, sure, but it's a bit of Gaza that has basically none of the land that is capable of growing crops, which is not ideal, but it is a step toward progress. We will see if this ceasefire holds. We will see if Israel returns the remaining land. We will see if the world supports Palestine in rebuilding Gaza, and doing so in a way that isn't just used to be a land grab for Israel or other nations. You know. And if the overall conditions for people in Gaza improve, because there's nothing on the table right now to fix the fundamental problems of Israel just has the ability to turn off the water to Gaza whenever they want, like, for example, and that people of Palestine still live basically under forced segregated conditions, under what I would definitely describe as apartheid conditions. But it is progress. And I say what I will say here is this is all better, and this is all progress towards what I want to see happen. But we got to this point, and Microsoft never went, you know what, we shouldn't be supporting this. And that's concerning. Like, how much do I go, hey, Microsoft, you are still continuing to support Israel after everything they did? That's not ideal. Your technology is still being used for the mass surveillance and tracking of people in Palestine, and that is still a problem. And how long does this state of things have to be different before I feel confident that it isn't just going to U-turn back to where it was? And as such, I think where I'm at is I am open to a world, and I know this is a really fucking stupid thought to be having when, like, the lives of people are at stake, but my job is to review video games, and I unfortunately have to think about global political incidents in the frame of what does this mean for video game coverage. The fucking weird bullshit world that I live in, that's a thought I have to have, rather than just, you know, thinking about the lives of the people involved. I don't want the fact that I'm eager to be covering Xbox games again to blind me into making this decision quickly, and to going like, well, this is an excuse for me to be able to play Xbox games again. But I also recognize that at some point I probably can't indefinitely ignore 1/3 of the console industry while doing this as a job. It is kind of hard to sustain. And I think right now my answer is I'm not rushing back to anything Xbox right now. I think if, you know, a week or 2 or 3 from now, an Xbox game was coming out, and I'm hearing behind the scenes it has, like, incredibly impressive accessibility that is going to be notable and that really I need to cover on AA, maybe I feel a little more comfortable doing that risk-free, and I feel a little more okay making that trade of, for the sake of covering something relevant to accessibility, I don't feel bad covering this. But I'm also not going to be rushing to, like, stream Doom the Dark Ages tomorrow or anything, you know. So yeah, that's, Laura's, moral stuff is tricky and complicated with no easy answers corner. I'm probably going to talk this through on Podquisition a bit more this week, but I'm certainly not rushing back to cover Xbox, but I'm going to take this a step as it comes. Like, if next week there's a big Xbox Nintendo Direct style thing happening, you know, at that point I'll answer the question, do I need to still do it in the, let's talk about Microsoft's, War Crimes version, or do we just watch the games conference? I don't know those answers yet. I don't know where I'm at with those things. You know. But yeah, there you go. There's... Laura talks through a major global event through the lens of what does this mean for me talking about video games. Which I recognize is a fucking... In no sensible world should this be a thought process an adult has to have, but there we are. Anyway, we're on the ship. Pleased to meet you both. Let me introduce myself too. I'm the all-powerful One Book. I'm so graceful you saved. Yeah, I wanted to talk about it here just because I'm like, I need to work through this week, and being transparent about my thought process is the best I can do, I think, right now. Yeah, Cass says, people gotta live with reality, and sometimes reality's bloody stupid, yeah. Anything written in me becomes the truth. Who knows what those evil captures would have done if given the chance. I don't remember this book from the original Yooka-Laylee. Was this book in the original Yooka-Laylee? My magic pages inside must only be used for good selfless acts. We'd like upgraded moves, a few new ones, better combos. Done. Oh, is this the justification for having an improved moveset in the remake? Okay, I kind of like that. Yooka Replaylee is a fucking perfect name, right? I really should have... you know what I need to do? If it wasn't for the fact that I have Pokemon sat on the Switch too, what I needed to do is play the original Yooka-Laylee to refresh myself before jumping into Replaylee. Capital B, because he's a big B. Quack, what was that? What is it doing casting a shadow over my statue? I thought I'd get myself a statue too, as a reward for capturing the one book. I didn't sign off on that. But sir... Now, where's that old one book? I've got some evil plans to achieve. Oh, I've sent my favourite minion to go fetch the book. Oh, hey, Destroyer. Thank you for popping along. Echo says, Grant Kirkhope needs to score more games. His style is instantly recognisable and so fun. Right? You know, for any problems with Ubisoft, I'm so glad that Grant Kirkhope scored both of the what was it, the Mario & Rabbids games? Right, 2 Nintendo-published Grant Kirkhope soundtracks, hell yeah. Terra says, congrats to Doc Hop for pulling an amazing move and not only threading the needle on the 2 tall blue ladies, but adding a relatively tall goblin to her harem. I'm glad that people now know how dating multiple blue women at once has been going in Dice Funk. Don't worry, we'll initiate Plan B, Operation Recapture the Book. Also, I don't remember this duck in a blender. I remember the bee. I don't remember duck in a blender. The dice said I get to do it. Sometimes the dice are nice to me in dice-based storytelling. What's happening? What is Operation Recapture the Book about? Well, my novelizer 64 will vacuum up all the books in the world. I've been working on it for ages. Oh yes, not only will I own the one book, but I'll own all the world's books to sell that to everyone for profit. I'm a genius. I think I'll laugh like a maniac about it now. Oh, no, you don't get to maniacal laugh, Duck. Oh, I remember this. I remember all the books getting sucked into the thing. Oh no! Pages, eject yourselves. Ah, it's only sucking up books, so if you distribute all your pages, the pages won't get sucked up because they're not books. The pages escaped, so the villains inside the ivory towers can't use the one book's power. Collect us all! Okay, we're gonna use the telescope to find it. Can I, no. I wanted to collect you ahead of evil first, but I guess not. There it is, it's being sucked into that dodgy looking building. The books are getting sucked off. I guess you could describe it that way. And divine if you wanted to. Okay. The page is coming with us, hell yeah. Yes, the other thing I've been doing today, other than playing like 6 hours of Pokemon, which, if anyone has any questions they want to ask about that new Pokemon, any, you know, spoiler-like questions they want answered, I can help. But I also wrote 6,000 words about a bridge command mission I went on at the weekend, which, again, is basically Star Trek LARP. There was a 4-hour-long special event at the weekend, and I can't go into huge specifics about it, but I can say this much. There is a character in Bridge Command who I have a lot of plot background with. There was a campaign I went on of like 5 missions that they were a big part of. Ever since then, they've worn our campaign squad's patch on their uniform. And yesterday, I was captain of a mission that, through no fault of my own, was this officer's final mission. They did not survive the mission. And it was a heck of a thing to be in charge of a mission where someone wearing my squad patch didn't make it home. It was a heck of a thing. I wrote a long thing about it today, largely just for myself to process my feelings from essentially a Star Trek LARP where character I had a connection with didn't survive the mission. That was the thing I spent time doing today.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Butterfly, eat me. Ah. Regain health. I lost my health because I was trying to... I accidentally clicked a thing that would make coins appear that was time limited, but also was trying to read the butterfly information. That was a terrible idea on my part. Okay, I hold this to glide.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Oh, out of curiosity, is there any way to turn off the tongue sounds? If I was doing accessibility consulting on this, my first thought would be, misophonia-wise, that, like, slurping tongue sound, misophonia nightmare. I would instantly be giving that its own slider to be able to turn off. Okay. This feels better in general moving around than I remember it feeling, and I don't know if anything has actually changed. Or if just... this is a better showcase for the mechanics that already existed. I liked H. Bomber Guy's video on the original Yooka-Laylee where he says, Capital B has built a giant sucking machine, much like Microsoft. He could not have known how accurate that sentence would be at the time. Sometimes things age like milk, and sometimes they age like wine. We do this, we hold this. We reptile roll. Aha. Yeah, because a big part of the problem with the original is I remember it feeling just... the general controls feeling very janky. Like, it felt like they wanted to capture the feeling of old N64 platformers and didn't realize, hey, they don't actually feel that great in hindsight. This feels more like it plays how you remember those old games playing, not how they actually did. If that distinction makes sense. I want to get to the collectathon areas. I want more stuff off the beaten track I can be starting to grab. I don't remember what these coins are even for. They're not like music notes were in Banjo-Kazooie, where there's a set limited number of them to collect in a level. They are a infinite resource. Are they just there, much like the modern 3D Marios, that if I die, I lose some of them? Is this one of those? Sonar shot. Oh! Again, that is not an ability I remember. Delta camo cloak. Waddle, waddle, waddle. You can buy outfits from a snake. Oh, Trouser. Trouser the snake, yes. I remember Trouser. did not remember anything of what Trousers' deal was other than ha 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 ha, it's like a penis, isn't it? Oh, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. He's Trouser the Snake. He does have 2 eyes. Am I misremembering this? Did he? I thought he only had 1 eye originally. Trouser Ukulele. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm imagining this. Okay, sorry. Andivine says you buy outfits from the sexy fridge. Sorry. Oh, I guess he always had 2 eyes. In my head, he was he was Trouser the one-eyed snake, the one-eyed Trouser snake. No, I'd inserted 1 additional penis reference into him. He's just Trouser the snake. Choose Adam says, "Oh my god, that's not how a snake should wear pants." I don't know how a snake should wear trousers. This isn't the answer. You want a small investment to get through here. Go away, unless you brought me some pages. Okay. Are you the salesman with my merch delivery? Oh yes, the same. Let my assistants inside to unload. Sorry, inserted. You were right to say it, Cass. I did say inserted when talking about one-eyed trouser snake. Did you not want an investment? I would like some deals now. Can I not have deals now? Okay, I guess not. I think there's an eye patch wearing snake in another game with a very similar art style that came out vaguely at the same time, if I remember correctly, but I cannot remember what game. I'm glad I'm not, like, completely out of nowhere on thinking that's a thing. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm reading chat logs of people mourning the fictional space captain who passed away on the mission yesterday. It's a very weird thing to be reading very sincere obituaries for a character death. Yeah, I guess it was Trouser the Snake and the one-eyed snake. Or is it just, does Trouser get injured at some point and have to start wearing an eye patch? Is that part of it? Also, Choose Adam, I read what you just said, and I am going to read it out once I'm doing one more Google search about this stupid, Trouser eye patch. No, Trouser never wore an eye patch. I don't know. Choose Adam said, capital B is what if Gomez Adam had a baby with Gru. You're right, and I don't like that you're right. Oh no, you opened the book and it's empty. Although there's like the stubs of pages in here. You could write a new rule into reality on these quite large stubs. Just Google one-eyed trouser snake, what could go wrong? A lot could go wrong. Uncleaner wheat. A lot could go wrong. There are 5 pages. Oh. They've done a runner. What do you mean they've done a runner? What do you mean they've done a runner? Absconded. Gotten away. Vamoosed. Oh, you're testing my patience. That the page is, the one book is useless. No, just write on the scraps. I've got a watertight plan. It's better be good. Yeah, the book is kind of like the notepad from Scribblenauts. Yes, that's the vibe. The R&D department could use a few cuts. Oh. Behold, my latest in Quack Corp innovations, patent pending. The pagey door! Get to the point, Quack. It's too late in the quarter for a new product release. The door runs on pure pagey power. It only opens when the right number of pages are delivered. We can find a gullible adventurer or two. We can have them collect the pages for us. Exactly. In fact, I've already found the perfect duo for this job. Okay. I like that we're kind of turning this less Banjo-Kazooie, more Conker's Bad Fur Day, in that we are well aware that we are playing an idiot who is working toward their own downfall. Their progress and success are 100% just going to hand victory to the villain, and I kind of like that. Again, I do not remember this being part of the original, and I love that the justification for the page doors is, no, you are just handing the pages of the book back to the villain, don't worry about it. Pagey. Yeah, this is new to the remake. Yeah, there's a lot that, you know what, there's more new to this remake than I thought. I really was anticipating this just being a coat of paint and maybe some fixes to, like, controller balance. There's a doctor experimenting, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we've got to find the pagey letters to let this page out. Ah, I see them. They're not even hidden. Oh, I gotta light them up? Okay, how am I going to light these? Okay, there's a lit torch there. Anything in here I can use to carry a flame? Oh, I see. Oh no. Didn't mean to light it, I just wanted to get the box out of the way. Okay. Actual puzzles! I is behind the bush. No. They're not I in the bush. Oh, P-A-G-I-E. Pagey, not page. P-A-G-I. E. Did it! I can do basic puzzles. I will forever be a sucker for slightly risque puns on the level of Trouser the Snake. I've told this story many a time. My dad used to write pantomimes when I was growing up, and growing up in a household with a man who every year had to come up with a new way to plausibly deniably put a dirty phrase, do a call and response where children would say a rude phrase, but without knowing they'd said a rude phrase, so that the adults could get a chuckle. And then every year he had to have a new one of those. Forever warped my taste in humour. Okay, there's a book that contains another world. Okay, step on the plinth to open the book. Yeah, we can do that. Hey, Veldstrom, how do? Cass says, I got into rap/hip-hop over the past year because Drake versus Kendrick was such good entertainment, but I stayed for the puns. You can find some beautiful puns in a good, in good beef like that. You know, I've told my favorite one before, but I'm gonna start with my favorite, which was while we're in this the penis puns realm, we did a pantomime where there was a farmer called John, and he had a stable of horses, and one of his horses called Thomas, particularly naughty horse, kept escaping the stables, absolute menace. So any time that you saw this pantomime horse walking across the stage, you had to let John the farmer know, hey, Thomas the horse has gotten out. He's escaped. So what you need to do, everyone, is shout, John Thomas is out! John Thomas is out! Which is... means get your penises out. That's what it means. Eth Demon says, I'm sure you can't say anything, but Pokemon Legends ZA has a ton of leaks. Legends ZA has a ton of leaks, but bigger than that, I would say, is, the next 7 years of Pokemon games got leaked, and that's pretty fucking wild. I don't have a review copy of Pokemon Legends ZA from Nintendo, but I do have a cartridge for Pokemon Legends ZA, because someone had their hands on one and asked if I wanted it, and I said, sure, why not? I have played about 6 hours of Legends ZA. If you have any spoiler-like questions, I am happy to answer them. I do have about 6 hours of Legends ZA experience. Okay, yeah, I remember this level. I remember this location. How am I liking the combat? I'm enjoying it so far. I think the timers that exist to limit certain actions make sense. Oh, this is our Jinjo equivalent. I'll say this. Maybe the biggest surprise of the combat system is that I'm much more likely in ZA's combat system with its cooldown timers to actually use, like, status and stat-changing moves. Because I can, like, if my attacking moves are all on their cooldowns and can't be used again right now, I can use, like, a stat-changing move and not feel like I'm wasting a turn, quote-unquote, because I'm just sneaking it in between other cooldowns, and it makes me way more likely to use those moves, which is kind of interesting. Does the game contain any Pokemon? It contains quite a number of Pokemon, yes. Which Pokemon are trans? If not all of them, then why not? I have seen no proof that any Pokemon is cis. Take that for what you will. No evidence of cis Pokemon. It kind of feels like MMO combat, though I will say, like, part of me feels like it's missing a gentle auto attack happening in between your cooldown attacks to make it, to line more up with like an MMO combat feel or something like a Xenoblade. It feels a little odd that you have like pauses when no attacks are happening during cooldowns, a little bit. It has encouraged me to put a weak attack with a fast cooldown on my bar, even if it's suboptimal, just so that I can keep pressing a thing and thing happen, for like positive feedback reinvestment. Okay, you've expanded your business, there's items in stock, don't tell the fridge. I can't take just anything in return, I need this world's quills. Okay, what do we get for quills? Oh, we can get a hat, add another heart, increase your energy meter, equip another tonic, change your quills for quids. No, okay. I gotta find. Oh, there's the uncanny fridge that looks like the fucking 3D CGI Happy Meal box. Hi. Gotta present my company ID card first. Okay. Okay, we got refreshing tonics. Stay with only one heart. No, thank you. Cosmetic. Sure, I'll buy a Tamagotchi to wear, I guess. Echo says, I've never played Arceus or the Let's Go games. Is the combat system going to be a roadblock to me enjoying ZA, or is it still worth a shot? So, the combat system is different from both Let's Go and from Arceus. The combat system is basically real-time MMO combat. You, as the trainer, run around the combat and your Pokemon follows you. So, like, if Stealth Rocks gets thrown down, you can, like, run around the Stealth Rocks. And then you do attacks on, like, cooldown timers, kind of like an MMO. So instead of having, like, limited PP for a move, you have, like, a more powerful move will have a longer cooldown before you can use it again. It's kind of interesting. It's not a turn-based combat system. Moves like Protect that would previously, like, give you full defense for, like, a turn, now is, like, for a few seconds, and you have to kind of, like, time it with the incoming attack and stuff. I'm playing it on Switch too, yeah. Yeah, I did say PP. I did say PP, yes. I did say PP. The Switch 2, it runs real nice. It runs real nice. You'll see it on Wednesday, but it's running real good. Okay, you're putting a marker on my map for something. Okay, I can pay you to find out where collectibles are. Cool. Just what? Pokemon's out, I think, officially Thursday, I think? Oh, Clara, the skeleton. Potty Mouth? Why are you called Potty Mouth? You're a stew container. Do you know how it runs on Switch 1? Because I don't see myself having the money / Switch 2 having enough of a library for me to upgrade for a while. I've not tried playing it on Switch 1, although to my understanding, this kind of Switch 2 cartridge, some Switch 2 cartridges are just the Switch 1 game on a Switch 2 cart, and you can put them in a Switch 1 and it will run just fine. I believe this is one of those. In which case, I can try tomorrow putting it in Switch 1, seeing. I know it'll be capped at 30 FPS. I suspect it'll probably hold 30 pretty decently, if for no other reason than it's deliberately limiting sightlines by being in a city environment, which I suspect will be good for its, like, helpful for its performance. I'll get back to you on Switch 1 performance tomorrow if I am correct that my Switch 2 cartridge works in the Switch 1. I know that there are some Switch 2 carts you can do this with. I don't know for a fact if Pokemon's one of them. Oh, Pot T-Mouth, because, yeah, it says rude things, but also, I guess. How do I help you? I've been kidnapped by these things, they're going to cook me. The captors will be back any minute with their condiments. Sure, I'll help you. Yeah, it sure does seem like Gen 10's probably going to be in Greece next year. And be called, what is it? Wind and Waves? Which is interesting. There is supposedly some Gen 10 screenshots floating around, and if they are real, god damn, they look nice. If they are real screenshots, then I suspect Gen 10 is Switch 2 exclusive. I don't know if Clara's a pun. Can we tell if Clara's a pun?
Hey. Yeah.
Oh, are these the captors, are they? Oh. Oh, there we are. Oh.
Hey. Hey.
This and bat go good with skeleton soup. Add much body.
Hey.
We got enemies coming, can I? back to that fruit. Oh, you pop into smaller ones when I pop you, I see. I'll tell you which of the future Pokemon projects I'm most interested in of the ones that have been floating around from this leak today. A supposed multiple regions remake where like 3 past regions that are technically on touching land masses get made into one remake, where you can go on one big adventure traveling across all 3 regions, much in the way that like you played Gold and Silver back in the day and went through that like and continued on into Kanto, and you did like the hard gyms in Kanto. Yeah, what regions is it supposedly? I'm trying to remember which. It might be Gen 1 through 3. Give me a second. Oh, there's a Pokemon Legends 3 that is or was planned set 1,000 years ago in Galar's past, so ancient UK. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh. Yeah, sorry, it's 4 regions. So a new... This one might not be a strict traditional RPG, there might be some kind of different mechanical thing to it. But a Pokemon game in which those 4 regions would be one big explorable all of the Japan regions map. Yeah, yeah, you know what? I think I can maybe get away with, for like a split second, if everyone's chill and quiet about this, for like a quick second, I can show you like a tiny bit of what Gen 10 might look like, or at least what the Pokemon Company alleges it's gonna look like. You all got to be chill about this, though. Give me a sec. Oh, to have a second to grab the image. Move it over here. So, what did he? Windows. Stupid Windows 11. You've moved everything. Yeah, nobody snitched, but like, supposedly, this is the graphical look of Gen 10. Which is, pretty ambitious, right? Right? That definitely to me looks like that's not coming to Switch 1. Hooray! We saved the skeleton. And you never know, by the time this stream is done, I might show like 1 or 2 screenshots of ZA. Maybe. Yeah, apparently Legend ZA budget was it 20 million? I thought it was roughly $15 million and 20 million was Gen 10's budget. Might be wrong.
Hey. Hey.
Or there's other
Hey.
quotes I saw. No, were they not there?
Hey.
Oh, I see things to light. Did that achieve something? Did I, oh! A puzzle piece? You're not allowed to do that. You don't own those anymore. You're not rare anymore. You no longer own the puzzle piece collectible motif. Also, sorry, hello, Shovel Knight? Shovel Knight.
Yo.
Greetings, adventurers. I am the one they call Shovel Knight, and I'm having an eventful day. I seem to have embarked on such a grand adventure that I've ended up in the wrong game. There appears to be some alluring treasure hidden at the top of this temple. I'm having trouble reaching it. I haven't gotten used to this bizarre third dimension yet. That's a really nice 3D model for Shovel Knight. Give me a 3D Shovel Knight game. Okay, I gotta get you that big gem. Okay. There's a bunch of false idols at the top. Okay. See. If I do it at the wrong height, is there any way for me to get around it? Nah, not super. I gotta time this right. Ah, wrong button. Wrong bloody button. Okay. I've been playing too many games with too many different control schemes today. Gotta restart. I've got to do it all the way up. Got to do it all the way up. There's a Shovel Knight amiibo, right? So they've had some kind of 3D render for a while now, as long as that's been around. Yeah, I suppose so. Shovel Knight was in the original, but I plumb forgot. I do not remember them being in the original. So why did that one get frozen? Why did you freeze that one and not the one closer? Ah, so close, so close. Get it high, but not so high that I can't. I'm off the ramp still. Ow! Okay, I'm on. What am I doing from here? Oh, was this just for, like, bonus coins? Was that all this is for? I suppose so. Even then, I realistically wanted to come down here and get these ones as well. I got it. I am the most pro of gamers. Oh, I forgot that crap. Did not remember the crouch jump was the thing. I'm still getting my head around these controls. Oh, now it's teaching me to use Lizard Leap. Okay, and these, many of these are the fake gems. Where's this real gem? Ta-da! I will, of course, get the fake gems as well, because it's satisfying to bump them around. Playing this... Weirdly, the biggest feeling I'm getting from playing this... Oh, God. Don't know why my glide didn't work. Does that still count as me having the gem? I don't know. I guess I'll go down the slow way. Playing this is mostly just making me go, God damn, Mario, Donkey Kong Bonanza was really, really bloody good. DK, this is really making me realize, like, how good of a 3D platformer DK Bonanza was, and how rare it is for me to be as, like, fully engrossed in a 3D platformer as I am with Nintendo's output. Have I tried the new indie sensation Mega Bonk? Yes, I have. I'm very much enjoying it. It's taken a bit of a back seat as I'm having a lot of fun with this, but it's not high on my work priorities. But I'm chipping away at it, having fun. Okay. Here's the secret to adventuring success. It's a page he buried. All you need is a map and a thirst for adventure. I see. This guy's humor is as flat as his pixelated treasure. You see, lately that joke doesn't work, because he's not pixelated. His treasure wasn't pixelated. I don't know how you would know he was pixelated. He's not mentioned it. He's not flat, he's 3D. And I thought that was a decent joke. If anything, it's exactly on the level of any other joke in this game. And your writers wrote that joke. If you think that's a bad joke, that's on your writers. I don't think that joke works on... I'm impressed at how many things didn't feel right in that sentence. Anyway, we met a Shovel Knight. Oh, Expedition 33 is probably going to be my game of the year. I also suspect when it comes time, push comes to shove, it's probably going to be Expedition 33, but also, I say that knowing I am currently in the midst of playing a new Pokemon game, and you don't know how hard it was for me to put Pokemon down to stream this tonight. You don't know how hard it is being like, I could just hit the home button, go to Pokemon Legends ZA, click on that, and be back to trying to work out how shiny hunting in this sequel works. A thing I've been trying to work out today, with some success and some less success. Have you signed an NDA? Is there anything stopping you? There's nothing stopping me playing it or talking about it. Nintendo can do very little in that regard. But you know what they can do? They can DMCA copyright claim my Twitch stream or my YouTube stream or the VOD. And Twitch and YouTube will probably comply with getting me in trouble, taking down the stream. At the very least, taking down the stream, if not issuing some kind of warning to my channel. Because the way that Twitch and YouTube kind of play ball with game developers on things like streaming is, hey, legally we have the right to tell you that you can't let people stream gameplay, but we'll let it happen. But you must agree to step in, for example, if someone's playing our game before it's officially out, stuff like that. So, as a result, I have Pokemon sat right there. I can't boot it up and... I can't stream myself playing it, or I will probably get in trouble. But, like, it's right there. Look, ETH Demon... I'm not going to say that Pokemon Legends ZA is Game of the Year material. But I am acknowledging that it might be Game of the Year material for me as a Pokemon-obsessed person in a position of... Fuck it, anytime a Pokemon happens, it's the greatest thing in my life in that moment. Secret stream on Discord? Haha, JK, unless... I mean, I've considered it. Ah, fuck. Okay. Start this again. Like, something like that I probably could do, like... What I can't do is do a stream on, Patreon, which was where I thought about doing it, and I'm like, no, at that point I am explicitly exchanging money for the ability to see an unreleased Nintendo game, at which point, I can guarantee you Nintendo would sue my fucking ass. Yeah, look, Pokemon doesn't have to be a great game for me to have an amazing time with it, because it will scratch a very specific autistic itch in me, and, I know that about me. Yeah. But, look, I'm not going to do anything that's going to get me in trouble, that's going to jeopardize my revenues of, like, doing my job. But, like... There is a part of me that's like, I could... do I have to make these things visible? Can I jump on them when they're invisible? No, they're just literally not even tangible at that point. That's frustrating. Look, as long as I don't advertise anywhere else I'm doing it, I could just do a Pokemon stream tomorrow and it could just conveniently be in a Discord channel. You know, again, people would have to be chill is the thing. How much can I trust people to be chill? I'll be streaming it Wednesday. The second that it's out in... I'll be doing the old classic of, as soon as it's out in Australia, I will temporarily travel to Australia to play it early and then come back. I get that you're mostly playing Echo, but also I want an excuse to be able to Pokemon, you know. I almost did it. I did better. Ha ha ha. Stop. Take a moment. Let there be a beat. Oh, I have stamina for the sonar. Oh, did not know there was sonar stamina. Oh. Well, that's... okay. Why is sonar on a stamina meter? That's the weirdest mechanic to have put a stamina meter on. Look, I have to acknowledge, my play times for Pokemon games are fucking ridiculous. Sword, Shield, Scarlet, Violet, Pikachu, and Eevee. All 4 of those, I believe, or 6 of those, are games that I have 1,000+ hours in. I believe I have somewhere in the realm of 1,000 for Legends EA as well. So in the last console generation, I probably played somewhere in the realm of 7,000 hours of Pokemon. I have to acknowledge that when you play that much of a thing, you kind of got to acknowledge, yeah, you kind of like it. In-game man says, how am I finding this? I think the intro is definitely better. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it better contextualizes the game. I kind of wish they'd added more sections like the new intro section they've added. It looks nicer. Fundamentally, a lot of my problems with the original game still stand. Like, this is definitely a better version. Is it 20 quid upgrade a better version? I guess that depends what's important to you. Oh, God, yeah. Terra the Esper's talking about Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, that game's narrative doesn't fuck around, huh? I tend to put 80 to 100 hours in Pokemon, build a decent battle team before I put it down. Oh, I shiny hunt, which is my problem. Absolutely fantastic 8 out of 10 game Digimon. I need to make more time to check out Digimon. I've been trying to play it, but it's just been the exact wrong time of year for Digimon to come out. I will probably end up putting a bunch of time in, like, December of the holiday break. Maybe January. Like, I'm going to be looking for a big RPG to play, and I think Digimon's going to be perfect for it. The reality is just... It's the period where all of my work ramps up, which is not a great time for trying to get a big RPG through. Great Rampo is not interested in thine door-to-door sales. Turn back or face thine doom. Okay, we can do this. Yeah, Pokemon Champions, I'm so curious about. I'm so very curious about Pokemon Champions. I have so many questions. I'm potentially hopeful for it, but I need a lot of answers. I don't like some of these, jarring camera rotations that this game has going on. Okay, not that. I mean, it is essentially 3D Pokemon Showdown, but the specifics of, is it going to be the place where, like, 100% of Pokemon are available? Is it going to be... What's the monetization structure like? What is the rule sets like? And how do we handle, like... Are we doing all mechanics against all mechanics? So, like, you know, what is the competitive community around Champions going to look like? And what is its place in the Pokemon ecosystem? The only question is rate of currency acquisition. Well, there's no way to purchase currency. You cannot purchase currency, in-game currency, with real money, allegedly. NK Man says, I'm very much looking forward to ZA as well. I'm sure there's a bunch we have yet to see with it. There's definitely a few things I was that hadn't been shown that I was like, is this going to be the case or not? And then they turned out to be the case, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. It is nice they've confirmed that the mechanics are going to be on a rotation and you can't get the main upgrading currency with money. Yeah, that's the question. Is like, what... I need to understand some of these answers about, like, what the rotation format's going to look like. Will the battle system in mainline Pokemon games be changing from now on? No, I suspect not. My suspicion is we're going to be getting... Pokemon Champions is the place where you do, like, legacy tournament play, and each new numbered generation that comes out, like, you'll have that gen-specific tournaments with their new mechanic, and then when that generation is being phased out, that generation's new Pokemon will get added to Champions, that generation's mechanic will get added to Champions. That's now where all of the legacy things are. We move on to the new gen, like, something like that, maybe? Because, like, these are the questions I'm so curious about, is, like, how do you balance its existence with, like, Gen 10? Do you just not have a competitive scene in the numbered generation titles? Do you use this for more experimentation with mechanics the way you do with the Legends titles? Yeah, because the question is, do they want to be moving people on and off of Champions as the tournament platform, or do they want every year Champions is where tournaments happen? Like, yeah, 2026 is being done in Champions, but that's because the 2026 World Championships will be happening before Gen 10 releases. So, like, yeah, once they get into restricted formats, yeah. Endgame Man says, how much Digimon are you familiar with overall? Have you seen any of the early shows or played any of the games before? I watched sporadic amounts of the original English dubbed anime. I was aware of the follow-up anime where they were, like, more teen characters. I recognized the characters from that follow-up anime. I never was I didn't have Fox Kids, which I think were in aired in the UK, so I couldn't watch, like, consistently and get the full narrative. But I did really enjoy the Digimon movie that I'm aware is kind of a pastiche of 3 OVAs from Japan smushed into one film. But I did really enjoy that back in the day. I know that the modern day take on that is Sakura Wars, is that what it's called? From the same creators, which is really good. I was familiar enough with the property that as a child I owned a Digivice, and I was familiar enough that I really enjoyed the conceptual stuff of the lore, but I had no, like, I couldn't tell you who, like, the villain of Season 1 of Digimon was or anything. Yeah, Season 2 of Pokemon Concierge, which I also haven't made time to see yet. Yeah, I know yeah, I suspect there were multiple, but yeah. The point being, I couldn't tell you anything overarching about the plot, but I recognize all of the early characters. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're gonna hit his teeth. Fuck his teeth up. Should have hit all the teeth. Oh, I remember Devilmon. I know Devilmon exists. Okay, the Great Rampo's slope is for invited guests only. Stay away. I need to remember not to try and attack straight away before I've had a chance to... I feel like this is really easy to dodge and is not getting any harder the more times I dodge it. So it's not really doing anything other than, like, kind of slowing down the pace of this fight, this fire-breathing mechanic to a degree. Okay, it always goes to the left first, beyond the fire-breathing. Yeah, this feels a little damage spongy in terms of I did the thing, just let me get the damage done. Ah, stop. Great Grandpa's dental payments are well overdue. Let's see how the deal with this mortal pest. I can see it's jump over now. Okay. Okay. Oh, you actually changed something. Ooh. Well done, Great Grandpa. Hey, Daniel Aldridge. I'm getting on a little better with this than I did the original Yooka lately. Now, do I think it's fundamentally enough to, like, massively change my opinions on this game? Probably not. But I definitely am feeling more favorable. It's not like, now it's a Game of the Year contender by any means. I'm feeling very sort of, this is good, as opposed to, I'm really not getting it. It's not great, necessarily, but it's definitely a step up. A triple pagey! Ooh. Some of the sort of hit stun effects as I hit enemies are more satisfying than I remember. Okay, you want me to not be a lizard. What's going on here? What are you? A torn pagey part. Other parts being scattered nearby. Okay. Two more to go. Okay.
Hey.
What am I doing? A sonar explosion. I need to sneak up and there we go. Oh, I've only just noticed the ghosts are ghost writers. Yeah, the general spinning into enemies combat feels just more tactile than it did before. That is progress. The moment-to-moment moving around this game feels better than it used to. Good day to you, young warriors. They call me Sir Scoffs-a-Lot. I'm a proud knight of Ham-a-Lot. Oh yes, one's fellow knights and I are engaged in a daring hunt for the Rampo's sacred treasure place. For security reasons, we've split our search into 4 separate locations. One is feeling currently a little too burdened to locate them. Oh, might thou assist in locating my fellow knights and the treasure? Sure. Stew on this. On the way to the camp, I'll be hiding somewhere damp. I'm not gonna look for that anytime soon. Ah, there's a piece of the thing. Oh, the thing up there is why they wanted me to do the sonar explosion. Ah, that's all of them. Haha. Assemble me. Sure.
Hey, yeah. Hey. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
One thing I appreciate about Digimon Oh god, there's gonna be a time-limited thing on slopes, isn't it? Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Ah, okay, can I... I don't like that even this early in the game I'm getting platforming challenges that feel this fiddly. Okay. Ah, so close, so close. Yeah. Jump and flap rather than trying to slide it all the way. I see. Yeah, don't bother with the slopes for the last bit.
Hey, yeah.
Looks like you have enough quills to make a purchase. Yeah, but is it a worthwhile purchase? Like, what can I afford for 30? Veldstrom, you're not wrong. It is just a thing you can look up how to use a thee, thou, thy, thine. And no one does. They just go, ah, what feels in my heart like the correct one to use. People are very vibes-based with their second person pronouns.
Hey, yeah.
Where are we going?
Hey, yeah.
We get further up. Can I get onto here? Can I explain what this is? Oh, I see. Yaha! Now, where was a pillar that had these on? Aha! Quills. Nope. Okay, won't worry about that for now.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey.
Oh, hello? Oh! I thought I liked that design until we got around to the front, and now I forgot how many of the designs in this are deeply uncanny valley. Dr. Puzz. Uh-huh. It looks like you're experiencing some technical difficulties. No! Don't back out of the pun. Commit to it. You're experiencing some tentacle difficulties. It might be the bangs. I feel like the eyes... The bangs, eyes, and mouth are all not gelling. Transformation machine. A damaged prototype left behind. Okay. Find this world's Molly cool. I can power up the DN Ray to help you on your adventure. Molly cool. Yeah, it's a bit Funko Pop. It's a little... yeah. I love how this game just throws out words and expects me to know what they mean. It's like, yeah, sure, yep, I'll find the Molly cool. If that's what you want, I'll find the Molly cool. What is it? Where do I find it? Find the Molly cool.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Things are happening. I have to get all of these to something. Oh god. Okay, so I follow like this way. Oh god. Okay. I can't afford to mess this up at all. Okay, we come around.
Hey, yeah.
This is a really tight time limit to do these. Yeah, this was part of the thing I found about the first game, is that it skipped to things that felt like they should be late game challenges way too early. Like way too early was getting to things where I was like, this feels above the precision level a platformer should be asking of me this early. So close that time. So close. And I'm back here for... This seems like a long way to have thrown me back. Yeah, you put it well, Echo. It felt like it wanted you to do precision challenges with imprecise controls. Yeah, these are not the controls required for this tight of a platforming challenge this early in the game. It felt, the original, and a lot of this still feels true here, felt like it lacked a playtest, like enough playtesting for working out if the difficulty was where it should be. The joy of something like Banjo-Kazooie was that its difficulty was so gradually introduced that you could reasonably 100% most levels before moving on to the next and be a completionist about it. Whereas the issue here is, if you're going to be this difficult early on, it feels like I can't realistically 100% things with it. Because, like, there's more than enough stuff here for me to collect, like, that's reasonably easy for me to collect to be allowed to continue. But realistically, I wanna be able to 100% an area before I go to the next, and this ain't it. Oh god. Like, move the camera out a bit. There's really no time to miss one and go back. Oh, there we go. That should not be a World 1 challenge. Oh. Yeah. I'm already remembering. It's all coming back to me where my feelings lie. And like I will admit, I am enjoying this more than I enjoyed the original ukulele, but also not in a way that's going to fundamentally change my opinion enough that I don't think this is going to be the thing that finally makes me go, oh, now I'm a believer. You look like a racy pair. We're gonna go do a race. Oh, I remember this. I remember getting annoyed by this race. I don't remember why. I remember this race annoying me. I remember this ditch. Yeah. Oh no, look at the route or anything first. We just go, do we? I'm supposed to keep up with that one in first, am I? Yeah, I'm just about catching up with second, maybe. Oh, I need to go around the right-hand side. I see where the shortcut there was that I missed. Yeah, I am holding ZR to Reptar roll, game. Don't worry, I'm doing it. Okay, I finished first. I didn't think I did. I did not. That did not look like first to me. That didn't look like first to me. I mean, I'll take it. I really thought I was second or third there. And not in a way where I'm like, yeah, I stole the win. In a way that's like, it felt like it cheated to give me the win, and that's not a satisfying feeling, and that's weird. Oh, ice on that. Okay. I guess I snuck in at the last moment? I don't know. Are we explaining this puzzle? Oh, I see the puzzle. The sort of you, the hand. That was bullshit. Did I get that? No. Okay, please tell me it's the same ones again. Oh, it's the same ones. Okay, that massively simplifies things. Yeah, second I would believe on that race. First didn't feel right, but again, I'll take it. I feel like the game needs to give me a nudge here and be like, because I think 15 is what I needed to continue. Like I need the game to give me like not a like you should move on now nudge, but some kind of confirmation of, hey, we're just confirming to you you have done enough to progress. Here is your like feeling of success. Some sort of signifier of progression. Oh no, another bloody green one. Oh, this is worse, because I can't just go... It's not a loop. I have to trek back to the start to try it again. Oh no. Oh, Oh no, I don't want to do this challenge. I don't want to do this one. Particularly if it is as strict on time as the last one was. Oh, it is. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Try it like one more time. I need to just be able to press a button upon failure to just like be at the start again. No, missed one already. Fuck. I'm gonna need to do at least some portion of that in rolling form. Oh. It's these green coins are already, these are the thing making me remember, oh, this is how I feel about this game. And is that fair? Probably not. But they're reigniting my memories of this game. And I'm losing resources every time I retry it, and that's making me resent it. Ah, that was it. That was the one. That was the one. I'm going to do it because I'm a stubborn person, but I resent it. And this bit is not Yooka Replaylee's fault, but like, every time I fall off here, I'm going, I could be playing Pokemon. I could be playing Pokemon. And that's not a feeling that I should have while playing a different game. Is going, could be playing a different game right now, though, couldn't I? I don't like how much the thing, like, swings and swings. I want it to course correct to the center. I will do it. I won't be happy about it, but I'll do it. If I'm wobbling, I need to just jump to recenter myself. I need to take the half-second beat to just line up the camera before I do that. It's going to take precious time that I don't know that I have. But it's at least going to get me not course-correcting mid-roll. And I think that's worth it. And I missed the bloody thing, but if I do this, is this quick enough? Okay. If I lined it up, rolling from the top of that pillar is early enough to start rolling. Okay, I've at least confirmed I have the time. I missed a coin and had to go back for it, and that made me feel like I didn't have the time to do the setup. Okay, I should stop and do the turn. It's going to be harder to get that initial in the air section. It's going to make it easier to land and not lose the whole run. No, I need to sideways at that first one. When I try and head-on perspective it, I'm going to have to deal with getting course-corrected once I land, but I need to just trust this camera a little. No, I need to be rolling before I jump. Hey, Ratchet Sly! 8 gigabits says the Replaylee devs said they replaced the double jump with a higher single jump because double jump is more manually complex, but this challenge could really use a double jump to recover from falling. Right? I think generally they're probably right, but a double jump gives you course correction mid-air that, like, you know, this challenge kind of proves you sometimes need. I didn't know this remake was coming out until it was released. I've been hearing it's a massive improvement over the original. The intro is way better. It overall does feel like a better game. A lot of the underlying problems of, like, puzzle design balance and, you know, that sort of thing, fundamentally haven't changed. It's still a game that right from early on has, like, some puzzles in this first world are way too simple, way too easy, like post-zero challenge, nestled right next to stuff like this time-limited platforming on ledges with a long run back on an edge like this. The balancing of it feels really weird. If you were looking to play ukulele, this definitely feels like a more recommendable version of this game. If you're someone that had mixed feelings about ukulele upon its original release, I don't know how many this is fundamentally gonna solve. It's like, look, don't get me wrong, I felt... yeah, Ratchet Slice says, this coin challenge is giving me the same energy as the Spyro 2 Trouble with the Trolley A minigame. It's emulating some of the worst parts of old 3D platformers because that's how they used to do them, not necessarily because it's good. It's really inconsistent. There are moments I'm really enjoying this, and there are moments where I go, I just want to rage quit it. I'm Rextro! I'm waiting for friends! Rextro friends playtest new game! Okay. Evil AI come and ruining all Rextro fun. Rextro save day, get big reward, lots of friends. Collect medals. We'll find a play coin. Can I... Yeah. Is that a page or is that the play coin? Oh god, the alchemist. Oh, the alchemist. Right, where am I looking for this coin? Is that the coin or is that a page up there? Okay, let's explore elsewhere and come back around. What is your puzzle? What is the puzzle here? Is there a switch on one of these that I need to press? Yeah. Okay. Why are coins invisible until they've been picked up? That looks awful. It's not always the case. Sometimes there are hidden coins, and the hidden coins are invisible, and, like, you can kind of see the ghost image of them. I think part of the problem here is I keep, like, thinking about Banjo-Kazooie specifically, and about what feels more satisfying in that than this. And one of the big things I keep coming back to is making a real spectacle out of the collectibles. Like, here, I'm getting a page and it's like, a number goes up, and it's forgotten. Like, where is the, in Banjo-Kazooie, you'd get a Jiggy, and it'd be like... And you like do a pose, and there's a whole little jingle for it. It's like, ah, and you put it in, like, and Kazooie swallows it, I think. Like, it's a whole, like, little routine that's like, you did a thing, you got a little fanfare for it. That's, like, superficially here, but it's not... There's not that same sense of... You achieved something, and we're taking a little moment to make that feel significant. In some ways, it feels like there are too many of the big collectible for them to feel... Like, the rarest collectible doesn't necessarily feel rare and special. I'm getting the equivalent of what would have been in Banjo-Kazooie. The stuff that in some cases feels worthwhile and like I've sort of overcome something to get it, and in other cases it's like, you stepped on the thing, here it is. Yeah, Mario does some of that too. You got to a secret area we didn't expect you to get to. Here's some invisible little treat coins. It's because this game isn't by Rare. I know, but it wants so desperately to be an old style Rare game, and it doesn't have that secret sauce that Rare. It's, you know, there are some people from Rare who worked on this, but it's not quite got it. And it's hard to quantify that. You know. Oh, the collectibles don't feel rare. Ah, sorry, I see what you're doing now. I see what you're doing. Okay, what can I buy from Trouser?
Yum. Yum. Yum.
I am kind of mesmerized by Trousers. Yum. You know what? You are kind of winning me over with that. Yum. You know, it's not quite a ooh banana from Bonanza, but yeah, we're in the right ballpark. A good modern platformer is a rare thing. Oh, if only it were a rare thing. Or if only it were a rare thing. You see? I would love for it to be a rare thing. Yeah, I'm gonna try and be good and make time to check more if there's app before pole position on Wednesday, despite the fact that all I wish to be doing is Pokemon. I'm gonna try and play more of this before Wednesday's pole position, but I'm trying to think through, like, what would this need to do to, like, get where it needs to be. What does Rare even do nowadays? Sea of Thieves. They have the live service game Sea of Thieves, and that is incredibly successful and popular and financially profitable for them. And that is the thing that they do now. Is they make Sea of Thieves. They're the Sea of Thieves ones. Or do I need to do this while having ice on me? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the molecule. Oh, and it's so nearby where she was. If only the game had, like, you know, given me a heads up of that. Molecule. Hey, I found it. What are you going to turn me into? I'll stand in front of the DN ray. Sure, I'll transform. Oh! Have we heard anything about Switch 1 performance for ZA? I'm worried about it, so I haven't pre-ordered. I haven't, but I do have a Switch 2 cartridge for ZA a couple days early. I'm not going to try it now at this moment, because I don't want to get in trouble on Twitch. I know that sometimes Switch 2 cartridges will run on Switch 1, when inserted into Switch 1, when they are cartridges that just have the Switch 1 game and maybe a bit of thing that says, if in Switch 2, download the patch, which I believe this is one of those. I will try putting the cartridge in Switch 1 and see how performance is, and report back. I haven't heard of Beastie Ball. It's in early access to finish animation and balance work, but otherwise content is complete. Let me have a look at Beastie Ball. Let me look at this one. Is this the one I think it is? Oh, okay. Oh, the sports team of things. I do know this. Yes, I have seen this one. People seem very positive with it in reviews. I'll keep an eye on it. Their 2v2 volleyball matches lets you have good team combos. I love me a bit of volleyball, thanks to Haikyuu, the volleyball anime. I love me a bit of volleyball. But yes, I will report back. I played about 6 hours of Legends ZA on Switch 2. I know that on Switch 1 the upper cap is 30 FPS. I assume it would run a little better than Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet did on Switch 1, just because it's a city with deliberately like occluded sightlines. There are shinies. Oh, that's dangerous information for me to have. Okay. Oh. Sure, I'll spray your friends. I'm a little uncomfortable with it, but I'll do it. Why are they running away? They want to get water, right? Oh. There we go. Trying to remember where these other flowers were. We're gonna go for another couple of minutes today. I'm not gonna go too much later because we're already coming up to midnight, and Wednesday is going to be my big mammoth streaming day, because as soon as Legends ZA comes out in Australia, I believe is the first region it releases in. As soon as it's out in Australia, and therefore I can stream it without getting in trouble, we are going to do, like, most of a day of streaming ZA. So I think, off the top of my head, I think that's going to be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon UK, like 2 p.m. UK. And we will probably, you know, I might take a little break for dinner, but we're probably going to stream most of the way through till midnight Wednesday. So we're probably going to get in a good 8 to 10 hours of stream of Legends ZA on Wednesday, which is, for most people, that's going to be the day before it comes out. What were you saying, sorry? That dinosaur dropped something shiny in a cave just off the riverbed. Okay. Right. Okay, that's not to do. You know what, I think I am going to leave it here. Thank you so much everyone for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed. I will be back on Wednesday when we will be streaming Pokemon Legends ZA. And probably that for a bit before getting back to Yakuza 0. I hope everyone's had a lovely day. I will be back with more video games for you soon. Have a good rest of your evening all.